What's up, guys and girls? It is Back Talk with Bauer. I am Josh J. Bauer Art, the host of this shit show, and it's being extra shitty tonight, so let's see how it goes. The guys are, the Rogues of Rafferty are kind of arguing with their sound system at the moment, so I'm going to kill a little bit of time and go back to the old format of the show and talk about the one, the only Kingdom of Comics. Yes, Kingdom of Comics, the awesome sponsors of this show. Jason and Paula are so kind to support the shows, support all the things that I do, and I greatly appreciate it. You can find them at 4320 South Babcock Street in Melbourne, Florida. You can also find them online, kingdomofcomics.com or facebook.com/Kingdom of Comics Shop. And you can get all kinds of different stuff from there. There's always kind of cool different deals and things that are going on over at the shop, so please check that out. Speaking of which, Jason, the king of Kingdom of Comics, is here. Thank you for popping in, sir. I appreciate it. But you can get tons of stuff at the comic shop. You can get new comics. They're an authorized CGC dealer. Toys, graphic novels, rare collectibles, pops, statues, back issues, and so much more. Check them out on a Friday. Go into the shop, check them out, and you can get half off any beer with the purchase of a trade paperback graphic novel. There is also some, let's see, I got to bring it up real quick because we're doing things and doing stuff. So let me see. Hold on. I can do it. I believe in myself. Here we go. There is this bad boy right here. There we go. Oh, I'm tiny. Why am I tiny? There we go. No, switch over. Yay. So it is previews exclusive Galactus with Silver Surfer 10-inch pop. It is $60. But if you let Kingdom of Comics know that you heard them on Back Talk with Bauer, they'll give you a 10% off deal on this piece right here. So this little dude's got to be huge. Like 10 inches is... I mean, I don't know much about 10 inches, but it's got to be huge. Yeah, so check that out. And then also, Jason wanted me to plug a new comic, Spider-Man Spider's Shadow. It's what if Peter Parker didn't give up the symbiote suit and it started taking over him. So that sounds really cool. I may have to add that to my pool list. But yeah, Kingdom of Comics Shop. You can also check out my artwork there too. I've got 6, 7, 8 paintings all up there on display and for sale. So please go and check that out. And tell them that Back Talk with Bauer sent you. Support the people that support me. Shout out to Kingdom of Comics, kingdomofcomics.com or facebook.com/Kingdom of Comics Shop to get all your awesome comic stuff. And we're going to hit the music and do the intro, and then I might have to kill a little bit more time, and then we'll bring the guys in. So let's see how this goes. Wish us luck. What's up, guys? Like I said, Josh of J. Bauer Art, Back Talk with Bauer, here for episode number 52 of this crazy mess I call the show. Welcome, everybody. I am arguing with things, and so are the guys. But what's up? I hope everybody's doing well. If you like any of the artwork on the walls, you like the graphic design stuff, you like the video, really not doing much of the video stuff, but if you really like the artwork on the walls, head over to jbauerart.com. You can purchase any of the paintings that you see here. There's tons more available, and you can snag those all at jbauerart.com. Oh shit, we totally lost them. This is going great. But if you like any of this stuff, there's prints, there's all kinds of good stuff over at jbauerart.com. And if you can't find something, shoot me a message on any of the social media. You can find me on J. Bauer Art on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the good stuff. So if you want to purchase any of my work or anything like that, please let me know. Or if you're a small business and you're seeing this, this podcast and seeing the artwork and you got some room to put up some artwork in your local place in Central Florida or even beyond Central Florida, let me know. I've got tons of stuff still in the other room. So I would love to take some space up in your walls. So yeah, we are killing a little bit of time because I had the Rogues of Rafferty. They were right down there and then they disappeared. So I guess we'll talk to everybody that's popping in. Let's see. We've got, like I said, we got Jason, the king of himself from Kingdom of Comics. Thank you for tuning in, sir. We got Kyle Nunez all the way from Holland. Thank you for popping in. We've got Charity, my brother's girlfriend, and already blaming Bozer for breaking things. Of course, yes, it's always Bozer's fault. Let's see. We've got Thomas. What's up, Thomas? Good to see you, sir. Let's see. Oh, I actually just sent you the little clip that Terry was asking for to help celebrate your 1 year. So hopefully you guys got it. I sent it over through an email. If not, let me know and I will try to send it again. I'm already warm in here. I like how this room is cold as hell until I start doing the show, and then it starts getting all warm. And then Thomas's buddy Chris Dixon bought one of my Spider-Man paintings from Kingdom of Comics. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got to meet him a couple weeks back when I went to switch up some of the art. He ended up snagging that painting, and we got to meet and chat for a little bit. So that was awesome. I have no idea where the guys are. I told you guys, I warned you all in the description of this show that this was going to be a fucking mess. So, because normally my show is a mess anyways, but adding in these guys makes it even more of a mess. And I think I'm frozen. Let's see, where did you go? Hopefully I'm not frozen on your guys' side, because I'm frozen on my camera. Oh, there we go. It looks like we're moving. And then people wonder why I want to do the show only twice a month. Because I got my day job, and then I got this. Kill 5 minutes. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll get into we'll discuss some of the Rogues of Rafferty and give you a little bit of the history of who these guys are. Oh, there's Jesse. Hello. Should I bring you up, Jesse? Give me a thumbs up if you want me to bring you up. Okay. Hello. This is going well.
Yeah, it's going great.
Not really. I was gonna join on my phone, but that's just gonna be way too crazy.
Oh man.
So, Bozer, I mean, we'll get into this in a minute, but we can talk crap about him while he's not here. He's like this. I'm going outside for a second, and I'll come back in a minute. But he's like sitting here. It's his tablet. It's his system.
Right.
I have a 1-year-old now, almost 2.
Oh my God! Holy shit! I thought she was just born.
I know, right? Time flies. So it's like, oh, hey, can we do this at your house? Because, like, I'm the techie. I have the studio lights and everything. I did the stuff for St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
And it would have been really easy, but I was like, my kid goes to bed at 7:30.
Oh, well, hold on 1 second. Somebody wants to pop in and say hi.
Oh, dear God.
Hey!
How are you guys?
Doing good. How about you?
Bozer's outside. He's taking a breather because the stuff's arguing with him. So,
Well, Bozer gets to miss the monster. Sorry.
That's fine. I'll tell Bozer, hey, Monster says hi. But
Hey, Monster.
Hi,
long time no
sweetheart.
see.
All right, I'll let you guys get back to your thing. I just want to say hello. Miss you guys.
Okay. So I am connecting, by the way, now while I'm talking on.
Okay.
He's doing the techie stuff while we got my cell phone out.
But anyways, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do anything when my son's asleep. That's no. And so, of course, he's like, well, I got the mixer, I got this, and he goes, I don't even own a computer, and I was like. Why are we doing this at Jesse's house? He doesn't own a computer. And Matt's like, we can do it all through my tablet. I said, we're running your mixer and the program and everything through the tablet. He goes, it'll be fine. Yeah. He got here 2 minutes before me, and I was late from traffic, and he didn't even test it before he got here.
So, for those that don't know, have never experienced any of this shit before, this is my life from early 2006 to 2008ish.
Yeah,
yeah, maybe a little bit before with Bozer and Doug. But yeah, for those that don't know, I know quite a few people are popping in that have been around for a good while. But for those that don't know, I was born and raised in Ohio. And when I got right after I graduated from high school. My house kind of became the hangout house of our group. And there's Bozer, who has not been on camera yet. He will be here.
He's coming. He's
eventually.
right. He's coming down the stairs now.
Yeah, Bozer was a good friend for a very good while. We started hanging out in high school and a little bit afterwards. Speak of the handsome devil himself. Hello, sir.
Handsome? I don't know if
I wouldn't go handsome.
I mean, I was trying to be nice.
Turn the board on, please.
God damn, that beard is insane. Are you? I know it gets cold in Ohio, bro, but we're getting close to summertime. Yeah, you gotta weed whack that a little bit.
It's gonna get in the low 60s. So,
Oh my god. So yeah, Bozer and I hung out with Doug, and then my house kind of became this hangout house. Nelson came into the mix at some point. I don't even know how, but he just started showing up. And then we had people's girlfriends. We had my girlfriend, who is now my wife, Bunny, was in the picture as well. So basically, we ran this little frat house, and my mom let us all hang out there quite a bit. And then my mom moved away to move to Florida about a year after that, and we had the house for almost a year to ourselves, and more chaos ensued. Are you guys muted again?
No.
Okay. I was seeing mouse movement.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, this is how this stuff normally works. He's pointing at something. I said, Bozer, it's not working, so I don't know if it didn't work. The restart on the tablet didn't work. And he just points over my shoulder like this menacing. And now, Bozer
And he's got the claws.
Yeah, Bozer is classically trained, so he's got these coke nails. And he's like, he's pointing over my shoulder, and it's like the Crypt Keeper's hand just comes past my face.
it's my left hand. There's no nails in the left hand, all right? Calm down.
I was like, what
Yeah, he had those. He grabbed the phone a couple of times, and you just see these nails. It's like, oh fuck, is that a goddamn werewolf? Oh, you are. You're like you're American Werewolf, but stuck mid transition.
I mean, the beard.
With the beard and the claws. Oh my god. Okay,
So
we have Nelson, who is up front. We have Bozer in the background, and then you guys should be familiar with my brother Jesse.
Turn it.
Yeah. Turn the one down.
Well, he's got to bring it up. He brought it up
Hold
on
on, I
the
got
tablet
here.
now.
There we go. I got you. Okay, then we bring. All right.
Is that better? Oh,
Perfect. Yay.
Yeah, well, the one thing that does work is he does have a nice webcam for this.
Good. So, we're already having way too much fun when my wife actually tunes in to watch the show.
No, Bunny, no, I'm sorry. Hi, by the way. Run away.
I roll.
So now the Rogues of Rafferty, the band, the chaos that this has become, I don't think became a thing until after I moved away in 2008, correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It was
Because I'm pretty sure now it was
10.
Because someone
it was that long after I moved?
Hey, I didn't go with him. I went after him. I missed him.
I didn't miss him enough to go to Florida.
You visited.
I did.
You visited twice.
I did. Once for your wedding.
Yes. So we yeah. I don't even know where to go.
There's gonna be a lot of that.
Yeah. This was way more chaotic, and like right last week, I tried to change up the flow of the show a little bit because some people like tune in right at the beginning, and then I kind of lose everybody because I think I do too much plugging and shit at the beginning. So the commercial is supposed to go in the middle now, but we changed some shit, so it shall be fun, and we'll see how it goes.
We're on the show. That's not a good sign.
No, it's going downhill from here. Like it's just this is the start of the end, and
Yeah, exactly. It's funny. Your brother didn't even hear what you said, and at the same time, he went, "This is the start of the end." We're not.
And that's how you know we're brothers. So you guys started in 2010, and it was originally just Bozer and Nelson, correct?
Correct.
Okay, because I remember the first CD. I have a copy of that signed by both of you. And that was the one where you guys are like in, I want to say downtown Warren.
Yeah.
No, that's a different CD.
No, that
our
was
first CD we don't talk about.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You don't have stirring coffee. So
Okay.
We did a handful of little gigs here and there,
Right.
and recorded them.
One of them was at the Saratoga,
And the other one was at the SOI.
Yeah.
And it was bad. It was bad.
There was literally a track where someone was stirring their coffee, and you heard the ting ting ting.
That's too live. That's just too live. You gotta tone down the live a bit. So you guys did now I know some of the history, and I know this is gonna be chaos and jumping around a bit, but get fucking used to it. This is how my show rolls. But so you guys did the Renaissance Fair in Ohio, one of the Renaissance fairs. Which one was the one that you guys went to?
We started at the Great Lakes Medieval Fair.
That's the one I know I've been to, and I know. So you guys did some stuff there, some casting and acting, and you guys were a part of that. And then did that kind of morph into doing the Rogues of Rafferty? Is that where this kind of kicked off from? Or were you guys bored drunk one night in Ohio? How's this work?
Well, I mean, we were drunk a lot in Ohio, but
So we both went to cast, and at the time I just joined the so I was learning how to play classical style guitar, you know. You know, stuff like that.
I've heard that 5 million times.
Yeah.
That kind of brought flashbacks to when we were sitting in the basement of my house.
Yeah.
I actually learned on your old freaking nylon string guitar.
Oh yeah.
Remember I borrowed it for a while.
Yep.
So, I was going to Dana School of Music, and we decided to join cast because we had such a blast that one year. And
after we joined cast, well, before we joined the cast at the Medieval Fair, it was him and I and Doug.
Right.
Who hung out there. And we wanted to. If anybody's ever been to a Medieval Fair or knows anything about production or management or stage anything, our idea was just a dumpster fire. And when I say that, I don't mean that it was a bad idea. There was just literally so much stuff going on that it was the amalgamation of a dumpster fire. It was like I wanted to do magic, like hypnotism.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that.
Stuff, and Doug wanted to do literal magic, and Matt wanted to do comedy music, and we also all wanted to do stage combat at the same time, all mixed together.
it was going to be a weird, fucked up show.
And so we come to
I'm
Great Lakes.
sorry, am I allowed to say?
You can say whatever you want. We're all good.
So
Oh well, fuck. Yeah.
so we go to the people there, and we're like, hey, we have this idea for a show, and they're like, okay, well, pitch it to us. And we were like right now, like we just have the idea, we haven't done anything yet. And they're like,
we did 2 shows.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so we
did
showed
one practice and one actual show,
and we showed them what we had, and they're like,
without Doug.
okay, yeah, we'll take that into consideration. And they go,
Oh, by the way, hey, here's a napkin because you're bleeding.
yeah, I was bleeding at the end of it. It was ridiculous. It wasn't well done. It's seriously a dumpster fire. So they were like, hey, we don't have a spot for you there, but how about you be on cast? And so we were on cast for 4 years. And while
we were on cast for 4 years, I was only on.
Oh, that's right. And so while we're doing that at the same time, we're still kind of hanging out, playing music. We're singing open mic nights. We're doing this, we're doing that. And then one year we were like,
we got the Quaker Steak and Lube gigs and a few other gigs. And
they were like, hey,
there was one time where a biker chick tried to put a foam
leprechaun
ear
up our kilts and on either of us at the same time. Saying,
no, on you, not me.
She tried. It was
on
crazy.
his dick.
So
it fell off. So that way you know how big it is.
So
or how shy he was at the time. Anyway.
It was a big year. So anyways, we get through all that stuff, and at the same time we kind of like morphed into like we should come up with a name for ourselves, and we started doing that. And then it just kind of evolved slowly into like, hey, do you want to play at the medieval fair as an actual stage show? Do you, hey, we got some bar gigs and we got this?
Well, we got the Wild Rose, and that helped a lot.
We started off just like on some piddly little things, and then like as a stage show, it ended up kind of evolving. But as far as like at the bars and St. Patrick's Day and stuff like that was a really slow going process. And then after we got like Quaker Steak and stuff, it just kind of started to take off. So,
and then your brother shows up at the Renaissance Fair one day
when he's in the need for a drummer.
Okay.
I did need a drummer that day.
So real quick, and I know that people will probably find out about what a Nelson story is, but I mean real quick when I say this.
Awesome story basket.
So I swear I won't tell any awesome story baskets tonight. So inside jokes are only funny when you're on the inside.
We just turn the mute off, by the way.
Okay, you can do that. It's your board.
It might work. We'll see.
So anyway, well, that's not on the right. So we may have restarted the computer, and he just said, "Hey, we never unmuted the board when we tested it out." So we don't even, who knows? Either way. So I ended up taking a lead band, and he got another person to replace me.
He got married.
Yeah.
Right.
And the other person who replaced me is named Ben. He's not here. But then after a while,
I taught him how to play harmonica in the back of my truck.
And after he was there, then we also had another drummer, John. He was there. So then we kind of had like a 4-piece band, and John ended up
3 drummers.
John got married and had a kid. And then it was like, so he's out and I'm not there all the time. And Ben started to be kind of like out of the water.
And there's Jesse.
So the whole band is literally like 7 of us.
Right.
But we've never all played together.
Right. It's always a different combination depending on who's where and what's going down and all that stuff.
I only need 3 drummers at the same time.
Right. Now, I do find it funny because Bozer and I went to high school together in the same grade, in the same classes and everything. And Bozer and Jesse actually knew each other from when we still hung out at my house, because after my mom moved,
kicking her ass in Halo.
Yeah. My dad asked, was always trying to get my brothers and I to be together, because technically we are half brothers. But, those brothers, Jesse and Corey, lived with my dad, and I lived with my mom. So when I had the house to myself, Dad and Sheila decided to have me babysit the boys. And I went, okay, but it's going to be with all my friends here.
And we had fun.
Yeah, it was fun. But how old were you then, Jesse? Like
14,
12
to 14.
I think 12, yeah, around that time.
He's 4 years younger than me.
I just remember my dad going, man, why am I stuck with the fucking kids? And then after like one round, he's like, they will always
kids.
be on my team.
Did one of the mics come on now?
Yeah, randomly.
It sounded like fucking Satan showed up on my end. Holy shit.
I just turned off the board. How about now?
That's better. It like went away for a minute, but yeah, that was. Whew,
so the board randomly decided to work. Who knows?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's okay.
Yeah,
We'll
it was
right on the plate.
I'll try to take that out in post. Sorry for whoever's ears just got blown out. But yeah, so my brothers hung out a little bit, and then after I moved, Jesse just started hanging out with Bozer, which was like totally weird.
Well, you moved.
Not weird.
You moved in a couple years.
I adopted another brother from another mother.
Right.
Well, by the way, you missed Monster. She said hi.
Hi.
But you moved. A couple years went by, and I got my license, and then me and my buddy Devin were like, dude, let's go to the medieval fair. So we go out there, and we're walking around, and I hear this familiar voice, and I look up, and I see this idiot on a stage.
In a kilt.
I fucking know that guy.
All right, now, in fairness, when he did show up, he was wearing his Mountain Dew long shirt with sleeves and no sides either.
And
I know the Bauer boys at that time did not believe in sides in their shirts.
and I literally just bought a kilt that was green that matched the Mountain Dew shirt.
Of course.
It was
I'm pretty sure how it works for Jesse and Corey, and kind of me too. I just don't wear them as low, but I go and buy actual muscle shirts and shit, like they're a pre-cut. But the boys go and cut them themselves. But for the longest time, my wife and I thought they just put regular shirts on, and then it just popped off, and the seam went down. So, yeah, I didn't know you could actually own regular shirts for a long time, but it's good to see you got that condition fixed. I'm glad you didn't do that to the Back Talk with Bauer's shirt. I don't think it'd work as well.
No, I won't do that with this shirt.
I bought him our mutual friends that do the Highland games. They're called the Highland Crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Original.
Very original.
I literally was half expecting him to put it on and it just go.
So you guys were a Renaissance Fair show for a couple of years, right? Like a full show?
We still are.
Still are. Okay.
We do the How Renaissance Festival now because they're
a lot better.
We'll just say they're a lot. Well, they're managed better
Organized. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna run in that. I know how that is with cons. Like every con has its good and bad stuff, but some are just run a little bit better or have a little bit more space. So
don't get us wrong, like the place you start out is always like your home base and your friends and your family are there and stuff, but you still make a bunch of new friends. And I haven't done any fairs in a while. Like I said,
made a lot of friends.
Yeah.
It's the beard.
It's the werewolfism. It just drags him right in. Oh,
even other lichens. Who knows?
Actually, no. It's this little guy up here. All the girls go, "You have such a cute little pretty thing. I'm gonna pet it." Yeah, and it doesn't poop or shit.
But I mean, like it's one of those things where. Sometimes to be honest, sometimes you got to go where the money is, and sometimes you got to go where it's convenient to travel. And there's no way that we could come down to, as it's called, Florida Renaissance Festival. Like,
I mean, we could, but I mean, we'd have to get paid a lot more to do a festival of that size.
Or Josh would want room and board. You would want room and board, I'm sure.
I would need a bigger house. If once I buy my house, we'll talk.
You don't have a big enough house as it is.
Just put a tent in the backyard.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah, come down during hurricane season. That'll be fun. Well, there they went.
I'm just thinking.
That's how you get back home. You just wait for the storm to come in, and it'll fly your ass back to Ohio.
There we go.
I'm not the oldest in the band anymore, technically, but I'm the oldest out of the three of us. And I just think of myself, sleeping in a tent and just like his ass dragging my ass out of the tent.
I gave up that. I gave up tent life after I got out of Boy Scouts. Like, no. A couple people want to go camping?
No, I just can't.
Yeah.
Move my arm. Snap, crackle, pop.
Yeah, no, I just I did enough of that when I was a kid, and I hated it then. And people were like, "You want to go camping?" I'm like, "To go to sleep on the ground? No, no." There's these things called cabins, and they're slightly better depending on how much you spend on them, or Airbnbs,
right. Or trailers. It's like, wait a minute, you're gonna pay how much to go sleep on the ground? How about this? I'm gonna step on your back, and you can pay me half.
Exactly. So we're at the halfway point of the episode. Would you guys like to play a song so people actually know what you guys do?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely not.
We did not come here for that shit.
What song are we doing first?
I was thinking we would do. I was going to say something more modern, but it's really not modern. 16 Tons.
Okay.
Nice. All right. I'm going to put you guys full screen so everybody can enjoy you, and then I'll be back when you're done.
All right.
You guys can do what you want. As far as I know, you're going to play quiet.
Coming, you better step aside. Lot of men win, lot of men down. Well, it's just a vibe.
the other verse.
On the morning when the sun ain't shine, picked up my shovel and went to the mine. I moved 16 tons, coming I called, and the call boss said, well, bless my soul, you know, 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. You don't call me, 'cause I can't go, hold my soul to the company soul. Coming, better step aside. Not a man hidden, not a man not a fist of mine. Better a steal, either I will don't get you. Left one man through 16 tons. So what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. You don't call me, 'cause I can't go. Hold my soul to the company soul. 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. You don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
Awesome job, guys, and you sounded pretty good. It was, yeah, not too bad through the mic that we have. So, and I will tell everybody they sound so much better live. They sound better in the CDs. We're just working with what we can work with currently. So,
yeah, you don't look as good though.
I will say
we look worse actually.
There's a lot more that usually goes on too, and I'm purposely trying, and I think Jesse is, and so is Matt. We're not trying to like blow out the microphone, like so. Like honestly,
well, I realized when we did St. Patrick's Day live, I listened to it on the way up to Geneva, and
yeah, because COVID,
everything was a little hot.
Like I mean,
I didn't realize how hot I was. I knew I was hot. I didn't think I was that hot.
We got you're not that hot.
Not that nowhere will be hot.
Yeah, anyways, though, like we have different drums. He's got different accessories. There's tambourines. There's all sorts of fun different things, and like we're not trying to kill your ears is basically what I'm getting.
Well, and you guys, so, talking about the band a little bit and the stuff you play, you guys play a little bit of everything too. It's not just Irish music. You played a variety of different things. So,
I play solo shows. So I have to know like stuff like, Margaritaville.
Do you know it?
To say screw you. I need to cut my left hand nails. So
I told you the nails were long in your left hand.
You gotta get the goddamn chainsaw. Here we go. Grinder.
Yeah, that's his coke thumb.
Oh wait,
the camera's up here, buddy.
He put it right in the middle of the tablet screen.
Good job, tablet. You're doing a great job.
It's down here.
So there's been plenty of times I've been out at bars and people are like, why are your nails so long? And I'm like, I love cocaine.
You look like a guy that loves cocaine.
Girls that I know.
Oh my god.
So where have all of you guys played? I mean, it's been a bunch of Renaissance fairs. You kind of traveled a little bit. Where have you been? Like, where do you play nowadays? I know things are a little weird with COVID. So
with COVID, it's different.
That was the. If you're curious to see what our attempt at good live music on Facebook was, go back to our Facebook. Look us up, Rogues of Rafferty, and you can see on St. Patrick's Day we had, what was it? How many hours?
Oh, like 3
3-hour live show on Facebook.
We did an actual set,
and there's a bunch of music on there. Of course, it's all Irish music, but we actually all had microphones and stuff was working. So, that's the type of stuff that we try to do. But then obviously there's things in person, there's CDs, you can find us all over the place. But I mean,
we did the 2 Renaissance fairs. we've done. You and I did Pittsburgh one year.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival.
We'll never do that show again. We do a Viking festival, which is held right at Trumbull County Fairgrounds.
Oh wow, that's cool.
It's a little 2-day event. It's cute.
We get a couple of those down here. Normally towards the spring. 2
days are everywhere.
I play at various bars and wineries. Green Eagle Winery is probably my main one. We do a group show just before St. Patrick's Day for there.
I join them every once in a while at the Green Eagle. I get free beer out of it. So,
when COVID's not going on, it's basically like sometimes there's random bar gigs, and things like that.
Yeah,
bars up in Geneva.
Yeah.
We
Murphy.
So the other half of the group, which is not here,
the
other drummer and harmonica player, we play at Murphy's at Geneva on the Lake.
Okay.
Every other week or so.
Nice.
I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, you guys don't have to travel. I do.
I know.
Well, we're slowly getting back into, getting into some real things. I don't know how Ohio is, but Florida has officially not given a fuck anymore. So,
I'm sorry. Did Florida give a fuck? Period.
I mean, there was about a week.
Are you talking the week?
Maybe 2.
Is that what you're talking about?
You have not quarantined for 2 weeks. You get the fuck out of here. We're gonna throw you in jail.
I gotta say, Florida's been very interesting, and we talk to Kayla's mom all the time. I talk to my dad and stuff about, over the past year of how Ohio's working. And my dad will be like, "Well, how's it working for you?" I'm like, we gotta wear masks when we go into places, but half that's kind of 50-50, so we gotta just do whatever we want.
Meanwhile, Josh is like, I don't even know if I believe this, but like, I'm praying every day that I'm gonna survive.
Yeah, I can't even lie. Like the first 6 to 8 months, I did not leave. I went to work and home. That was it. I didn't leave the house. I found out how freaked out I could get on shit like that. And it was a lot worse than I thought.
Honestly, it's one of those things where it's like you just kind of get isolated. And even if you're like, oh, this doesn't bother me. I have introverted friends who are like 100% on the introversion scale, and they are desiring human interaction so badly. It's ridiculous. It's like,
that's why I started the show.
I don't know if
things again.
Have you ever rode with Josh?
No.
Okay. I will say this. The streets of Florida were much safer when Josh had to stay at home.
I am not that. My wife is worse.
I know she's
bad.
I thought we were going to die that one time.
She does curves. She does turns doing 90.
Yeah. You're a bad driver. That makes her an excellent.
Hey, honey, how are you? I'll turn the camera at you.
I drive I-4 every day.
I know you do. That means you're scarier when you drive I-4 every day.
Hi, Bunny.
Harley Quinn mobile, so I don't go.
Yes, she has a Harley Quinn mobile, so she don't give a shit. They said hi to you, by the way.
Get a flask for. I forget who the flask was for. It was for your wedding, I believe. And
probably. I think there was a few flasks around there, and then there was a whole bottle of Jameson that just magically appeared. Or no,
your wife had a bottle of Malibu.
Yeah, so much for a dry wedding.
But here's the thing. He's doing a Pittsburgh left in Florida, which if you don't know what a Pittsburgh left is, it's as soon as the light turns green, you turn left. It doesn't matter.
Even if cars are coming the other way.
Even if cars
You're a little light on that one.
While texting his wife or soon-to-be wife, and I'm in the car going, "We're gonna die."
I had it under control.
You ripped the fucking curb.
I will say that might not top the story, though, if Josh remembers this blast from the past, when we went in the middle of a snowstorm in Ohio to get a certain video game console.
Dude, I still tell people about this shit because people are always asking, why the hell did you leave Ohio? Or why did you move to Florida? Because there's Floridians that have always lived here and they don't like Florida. It's like wherever you born and raised from.
No.
Huh?
Don't you dare say because it's no snow.
No. Yeah. What do you mean? I moved to Florida to get the fuck away from snow.
I was there once and there was snow.
He brought it.
You brought it. See, Ohioans are not allowed to come and visit because you bring the cold and snow. Trust me, it's a if you're ever sitting in Florida and it all of a sudden gets really cold, one of my fucking family members arrived from Florida or from Ohio. But no, so my final straw with Ohio was we were living there. It was fucking middle of April, and we get this snowstorm, like just batshit crazy snowstorm.
Bad enough that we were at your house and my mom wasn't even able to get to us. And
no, she did. She came to us on Friday night because we already planned on chilling at the house for the weekend and made it a thing of it.
We were snowed in.
We're in trouble now.
I didn't even want to walk across the street to your house, but I did.
She put clothes on and everything.
Not so ambiguous.
Do you want a chair or you can use the stool here? Because your legs will like.
I'm sure
really risque right there.
I'm sure Donnie remembers the trip to. Was it a Wii U that we were getting?
No, it was a Wii. Just a Wii.
That long ago. Oh my god.
So this snow comes in, and so we were having a whole weekend planned out. The Super Smash Brothers was coming out on Saturday, and then we were trying to buy a Wii, but Nelson had the Wii. Somebody else had one too, I think, or we had at least one for the house. Oh, it was Sam?
Yeah.
So we had one for the house. So it was me, you, Nelson, and Sam. And Nelson
I still had the Cavalier. That's how long ago it was.
So we get in, we all locked down on Friday night.
Shot.
So we all locked down on Friday night, and the snow's coming in. Nelson's mom brings us like 5 grocery bags of food because I think she thought we were gonna be snowed in forever. Like we were never gonna leave.
That's how my mom is.
So she brings us all this food, and we're chilling, and the snow just keeps coming. And the news is like, do not leave your house, period. We don't care what job you have. We don't give a shit. Just stay home. We're like, okay. So we get into Saturday. I think there was even more snow on Saturday.
Yep.
We got 3 feet.
We got 3 feet within 24 hours.
Yep.
First weekend of April.
So we go, and Sunday morning comes in. It was Sunday morning,
Sunday morning, my sister calls me and she's like, "Hey, there's Wheeze everywhere in the newspaper."
Yeah.
During the fucking snowstorm
for a month, and now they're everywhere. But you're not allowed to leave the house.
And we couldn't even go get the Super Smash Brothers game, so we couldn't even do that on Saturday night. We were just playing the old stuff, all pissed off because of the snow, and we can't play our new game because they went and canceled the party and everything. Like there was supposed to be a whole bunch of shit going on.
Right.
So we get up at bright ass early in the morning. I wake Nelson up, and we're like, dude, Wheeze are out. The news is still telling us don't go on the roads because they haven't finished plowing them. They're like, don't hit the roads. So we go out to our cars. We can't even see our fucking cars.
It took us an hour and a half to shovel the tire marks behind the cars to get them out.
We were like, okay, Kayla's is close enough to be out. Let's dig hers out. So it took us, I think, 3 hours to get the car out. We go and we start backing up, and we're like, oh, it'll be better on the main road because, like,
you were
people that live in wintertime states and stuff, you know, they do the main roads first, and then they do all the side roads. So we roll up our side roads and kind of going sideways a little bit, a little sketchy, a little scary. We get on the main road, it's just as fucking bad. It takes 10 minutes to get down to the mall where we lived? 10 minutes. It took us 30. And the reason it took us 30 is the entire time the car is fucking sideways.
We went sideways the whole way there.
So and they let me drive too.
We got Warren drift over here.
Yeah, for some reason we thought it was a good idea for Kayla to drive. I don't know if we were drinking or what, but so we go. And we get there, we pull in, and like you can't even park because they didn't even plow the fucking mall parking lot.
We just kind of sat the car in the middle of the parking lot.
So we get out of the car. Did we switch? Yeah. I'm like, why is she texting me? So we get out of the cars, And Nelson and Sam were like, all right, we're going to head over to the center of the mall. We were going to Toys R Us. So they're like, we're going to run to the center of the mall. I'm like, you're going to be jumping through 3 feet of snow. It's all right. We got it. And they start like hopping like bunnies. We walk into the best part of all this, not the digging out, the sliding down to fucking first base to Toys R Us, is we walk in Toys R Us and there's no one there. Yeah. And this is like the time where it's really hard to get a Wii. So we walk in and we've been trying for a couple of months and everything. And we walk in and we're like, hey, do you guys still have Wiis? And the guy just looks at me. He goes, yeah. We're like, oh, awesome. He's like, you're the only people that have shown up. He's like, you're the first people here. Why are you here? We're like, you have Wiis.
And I remember Sam and I, we went to go get Smash Brothers because we were like, trying to get everything ready to go. And we're like, we're gonna go here and we'll let you know if they have Wiis, so we'll call you, divide. And I remember it was the same situation, except when we were walking through the mall, we were like pumping halfway through to get snow that was underneath our knees, So we get all this stuff done, and then it's like, okay, we got our games. Where are you guys at? And you're like, oh, we got our Wiis. And then we had to like trek back to the car in the middle of the Arctic weather.
So am I or Jesse and I the only ones that, even though we know what Wiis are, we're being very dirty in our minds, like going, yeah, let me just whip it out for you.
It's just you.
Oh.
But yeah, that was just one of the insane stories that has gone down at my house at different times. I mean,
there's a lot of insane stories that have
there's
happened.
a lot. We could kill a whole episode with that. And then the great part was at the end, we had to drive back sideways. And then we had to dig out your car so you could fucking go home, and then my car, which I think we got to play the games for about an hour or two, and then we had to dig out the vehicles because, of course, like the next day, everybody's like, well, you're back to work, right? I'm like, who's coming to dig out my car?
Meanwhile,
I think something froze.
He didn't do anything.
I literally, I think I sat and played Halo with Doug and Chad. And,
well, we went to the store.
Yeah, because you guys weren't around for the first part. You guys showed up on Sunday, I think, because Doug couldn't make it over.
It took us that long to dig out my car, and I had the car starter, and the car was running the entire time.
Then we were arguing if the snow would let the carbon monoxide out, or if we're going to get in the car and die.
Everyone got high in Kayla's car that day.
Oh, my God.
No wonder it was sideways.
I really wish like we had a chance to do from that time span, especially after my mom left and until I moved, to have like a reality show in that house. Because we had some good, because when it started out, originally Doug and Chad were supposed to live with me. So there was all fun shenanigans with that one. And lots of fun arguments and
that was joy.
And then that
was splendid.
Oh yeah, Chunky.
Yeah,
the Chunky Monster. Yep, all of her fantastic stuff.
The 6 different iterations of the Playboy bathroom.
Yeah, the Playboy bathroom, the Playboy Christmas tree.
Yeah,
I remember when I peed blood because Chad hit me.
I didn't know if you wanted me to bring that up. I wasn't sure if it still hurt your feelings or not.
He sat on the arm of the couch.
Oh, God.
And you hit Chad. And
Chad went, wham!
This is the couch. This is Chad. This is me. And I hit him, and he came down and on the arm just crushed him. And I didn't move off the floor for probably 30 minutes.
He made this noise. I can't even recreate it. He just,
from the bathroom. I'm peeing blood.
So when he finally got up, he finally got his ass up. He died on the floor. I think he died and was resurrected somehow. And he goes to the bathroom, and we don't hear anything for a minute. And Chad felt terrible. Chad's like, we're like, Nelson, you all right, bud? He's like, I think I'm peeing blood.
No, he was peeing blood because you don't think you're peeing blood. You are or you aren't. I recently had a kidney stone. You are or you aren't. Okay.
Yeah, there's shit like that. There's Corey, my youngest brother, was a fucking little ham. At this time, what he's 5?
No, he's 8.
8?
He was 7 when we started dating.
I don't know. He was tiny.
He was 7 when we started
All
dating.
right, so yeah, around 8 or 9, and he was a little flirt and a little shithead. And I just remember him pissing Doug off all the time because he would just go and sit and candle and slap. And
It was so hard to piss off Doug.
yeah.
Sure.
Doug, what the fuck? I still tell people about the shit when Chunky ate his popcorn chicken from under his bed. Dude, you owe me for that popcorn chicken.
Popcorn chicken.
I'm like, first off, you had it under your bed. That's not sanitary for a variety of reasons. You had it under your bed, was storing it under your bed, and you were going to eat it later. My dog saved your life. You owe my dog $250. Okay.
I just like the best part about your place at that time was like it really was the frat house because you just open up the fridge and you're like, oh, that's Doug's, that's Matt's. They hadn't been there for a week.
No. I didn't leave any shit there. I literally came over and just like.
Well, you lived across the street. You could walk back there to get it.
Right.
I remember Josh giving me shit the one time. He's like, dude, you can have Mountain Dew. Bring some once in a while.
I remember
Chocolate milks.
we tell a few people. I've told a few people like how the house works. You fuckers would be at my house before I was.
Yep. we got
It
there.
was fucking weird. And going back to the fact that Bozier lived across the street and he's sitting on my back porch smoking a cigarette in the middle of fucking winter in Ohio. And I'm like, I'd pull in, I'd just hear, "What's up, dude?" And I'm like, I just see this little light of a cigarette going up and down.
I remember the one time, I forget, I don't know if it was a pay-per-view or what, but we're sitting there watching wrestling, and we're calling him going, "Dude, you're missing this." He goes, "Where the hell are you?" We were all at the house.
Yeah, we're all at your house.
Josh.
Who let you in? I don't know. Oh, you were living. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know I copied your key?
Yeah.
Or I'd get texts like if Bozer for some reason wouldn't go on the back patio or it was just a little too cold, the garage door was usually open, the man door. So Bozer's like, "Don't freak out, I'm in your garage." Then the best one I love telling is I knew who was showing up my house when, because everybody had a unique car.
Yep.
And everybody shut their fucking car doors very uniquely. So Doug drove like a Monte Carlo of some sort, right?
Monte Carlo.
So you wouldn't hear him coming as much. He had a little bit of an engine, but you wouldn't hear him as much. The way you would know Doug was at my house is he would pull in and he would slam his goddamn door so hard that it shook the shit on my walls. So it just go boom. Hey, Doug's here. And then 5 seconds later, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Chad, you would hear from the engine a bit. He would roll in.
Whatever car he had.
Whatever car it was, but usually the Camaro, right?
Camaro, yeah.
The car didn't run.
No, the Camaro didn't run when he lived with me.
The Camaro never really
And
ran.
somehow he magically made that thing disappeared when he moved out of my house.
The car ran 3 minutes at a time.
Not consecutive 3 minutes.
Hey,
Just randomly 3 minutes.
I don't think any of you guys ever got to see the Bonnie. The
No.
Bonneville that he used to have.
All
It was
that.
duct taped
No,
together.
I remember the Bonneville. I don't remember.
The red Bonneville that was duct taped
Driving.
together with red tape.
And then I would know you showed up because you shut your doors a little loud too. It wasn't as much, but you would hear your coop.
And then you hear.
I could sit on my back porch, especially in the wintertime, and I could tell you where Bozer was on the roads that were at least the top of the road. So I sit on my patio. It was a fun game trick that I did with everybody, especially if new people were there. I go, "Wait for it." I'd hear the rumble. I'm like, "Bozer's on his way." They're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Wait." You just hear this. Then you get quiet for a second. I'm like, turn onto the road to come down here to like, okay. That's him coming onto my road.
Yep.
He's almost here. He's passing his house. Then you do. Bozer's in the driveway. They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, especially wintertime, man. I'm pretty sure I could hear you at the light from Howlin' Four Corners shit by Dying Eagle. Those really cold nights.
That story, I remember the very first time that I brought Sam over and you did that to her. And she was like, okay, he's just pulling my leg. And then it was, okay, he's really continuing this. And I was like, Sam, he's telling the truth. And he was like, kept doing it. And it was like, Sam, no, he's really telling the truth. Okay, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. And he pulled in the driveway. And she's like, what the fuck? Like, she lost her mind.
Now, it always threw me off, though, because you had to watch a little bit, because sometimes Bozer wouldn't, especially if we had a lot of people at the house, Bozer wouldn't pull into the driveway. I'd have to wait, and I'd go, no, he pulled into his house. You're like, what? I might give it 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden you hear, what's up, guys? And you'd see that fucking cigarette.
Remember that time that I Dukes of Hazzard Chad?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, you don't remember that?
I remember he's in the Monty. What was it?
So you guys were walking through the woods in Howland Park, and I drove up to Howland to the pavilion.
Okay.
And I had my passenger seat undone. I was drag racing the weekend before, and I didn't bolt it back down. So I come out, and the seat is on top of the car. And I'm pissed. And it's Chad. And Chad's running for his life down the park. And I get really angry. So I chase his ass in roadkill. And I hit this bump. And he's like, oh my God. He just heard.
Oh my God.
Jumped to his ass. I'm like, what the fuck did you do that for? And he's like, I didn't do it. It was Doug. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I ran after the wrong person. And Doug's already halfway to your house.
The other one I remember, I can't remember the details of it. Was there a warrant out for Doug's arrest, or was that just a long joke we had for a weekend?
I think that's just a
Why
long
there was a warrant out for Doug's arrest at one point?
You know, he had his unpaid speeding ticket.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and I think there was something to that effect.
So this is really to illustrate the point for all those watching, which I don't know the number of people who are watching this right now, but
0.
Okay. So to illustrate to those who might watch it later how funny of a sitcom this really would have been, because you could spin it in 6 different ways and it still would have been a damn good show.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it was almost like how I Met Your Mother. I mean, we really could have pulled that off. But there was one weekend.
Fucker shows up.
Oh, and I'll get to some stories with Jesse too, because it got interesting with Jesse and Corey. But there was a time where Doug did not pay some tickets, or a speeding ticket or something, and we were talking about it in the house. And then this long-going joke for the weekend was the cops were looking for Doug. So as we go, I'm sorry, Charity. Charity is still watching. We have one viewer. Wait, does she count as a watcher? She's blind. I am. Fuck off. I went through a whole week with her, and I was very nice. And you guys are high-fiving me. She's a listener at the moment. I love you, Charity. If I'm not picking on you, that means I don't like you.
That's very true.
But so we're going down 46, one of the main roads in our town, and I think Chad and I and maybe you were in my car.
I
think we were all running for food, and Doug's in his car, and Chad's like screaming out the window, "He's in the Monty! He's in the Monty!"
Get his ass.
We win Charity hates all of us fuckers.
So,
and she says, "Fuck you, Bowser."
there's I can't remember what the name of the show is, whatever sitcom or series it is, but they're like the one where they try, or the one where they do. It might be the way they named the Friends episodes. I don't know.
Right.
But there was also an episode that could have been called the one where they tried D&D. I don't know if anybody remembers that, where we all tried to play Dungeons and Dragons because Doug wanted us to play.
Oh God, I've
It
never
was-
been so pissed off in my life.
It was
That was
Valentine's Day.
with Chelsea.
Oh yeah, that was the genius idea too. It was Valentine's Day.
The reason why I remember is because I said, fuck you all, I'm refusing to even attempt to play. And I was watching the news, and that was the day of the Chicago school shooting.
Way to bring the show down.
Well, I had a friend that was at the school at the time.
Yeah.
Jen was going to that
Right.
Chicago
right.
school.
That
So
was-
I'm freaking out trying to call
That
her.
was a great day.
These fuckers are behind me trying to play D&D. I'm like, oh God.
We didn't even make it. We didn't even play.
We made our characters, and that was it.
That might have been that. Maybe we did. Yeah.
I remember you got pissed off at Chelsea.
Roll for charisma,
Yeah.
and then it's like,
Oh yeah, that's when Chunky tried to bite her, supposedly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
And then
don't
at
remember
the end
what
of
day
that,
it was.
okay, guys, we made our characters. We'll do this again next week. And everyone was like, no.
No. I'm like, this is the most boring shit I've ever experienced. Now I don't know if Jesse remembers, but we did one trial run with the boys at the house because my dad asked if we could start watching them and kind of be the babysitter. And my dad's like, "Would you mind watching the boys?" I'm like, "All right, we'll do a trial run."
yeah. Then they kicked our ass in Call of Duty. We said, "Fuck that shit."
And it ended up being a really good time, and we ended up watching them more. We watched them quite a few times throughout the time. We watched them at their house once, and I said, "No, they're coming to my house. I want to hang out with my friends if I'm watching the kids." So when the boys got there, I sat them down. Now Jesse was how old? 14,
12
or
or 13.
Probably 13.
12, 13, and Corey would have been
Like 7 or 8.
7 or 8. And I went, "All right, here's the rules of my house. Whatever the fuck happens here stays here. If you repeat it, you don't get to come back." And they just went, "Okay." And I got to give it to them. They never said a fucking word.
Nope. And then Bunny threatened us with a mace.
I remember that mace. Josh had all these great masochistic toys hanging all over his wall.
They're
Well,
called.
that was the time we were all,
Some of them are mine,
yeah,
too.
some of them
The
were
mace
hers.
is I still own the mace.
But we got into collecting swords and weapons for some fucking reason.
You had katanas, spike ball maces. You had
That's not
nunchucks.
masochistic. That's like weaponry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Last time I fucked a girl, I went, "Hey, let me try this katana on you." Yeah, that.
You're
happened.
doing it wrong then, Bowser.
You don't ask first.
By the way, he's changing his name to Jeffrey Dahmer. If anyone wants to know.
But yeah, there was a lot of stuff, and we went over it quite a few times because there would just be I remember like somebody would do something stupid or say something stupid, and they would go and look at me and look at the kids, and I go, "Boys, what's the rules here? We don't repeat anything that happens here." I'm like, "There we go." My house was like Vegas to those kids. Whatever happens here fucking stays
That
here.
was the only place we were allowed to play GTA.
Yeah. Let's play GTA, watch terrible movies, play Call of Duty.
This podcast, does it count as being repeated?
What does that mean?
Over 18 now.
Okay, I'm just saying, like they bringing up the stories now. Is that
We're
against
over
the
18
rules?
now. They can't,
I hope not. I mean, I'm 30 some years old and they're old, so I think I'm okay.
none of us live with them anymore.
They probably saw Sam and Caitlin make out once, and yet, "Oh my God, is this what strip clubs looks like?"
Oh my god.
I mean, I thought that. Still get taken to an actual strip club. So.
Oh God! All those stories. That's another entire episode of the show right there. I remember my birthday.
Do you guys want to finish out with one more song?
Oh, shit, we
Oh, of course.
No.
A little bit more about Jesse and what's going on with him.
No.
No,
Yeah, house, that's about it.
which we are in right now.
Yeah, we are in my new basement. Well, our new
Yes.
basement, me, Charity, and Devin.
His new cajon.
If you get a chance, you should start a fund to buy him a computer. So next time this happens, he can use a computer.
I do want to have you guys on more again. I think it would be a lot of fun to do this every so often and, reminisce some more. I think people will get a kick out of it. And maybe, once we get a good setup for you guys, we could do a split show where I live paint and you guys play music and then we do the comedy stick in between. So I got all the StreamYard stuff to be able to do that. So we have the capability.
The equipment and the lights and stuff at my house. The only issue is, like I said, with a almost 2-year-old kid who has a bedtime.
Man, what the hell? Why you got to have a bedtime? Let the kid do whatever the fuck he wants. He wants to go to bed at midnight. He goes to bed at midnight. Get off his fucking back, Nelson. Jesus.
It's not even my house.
It's getting late, Nelson. It's
Yeah,
time to go to bed.
We could do it on like a Saturday or something during the day. So.
Oh yeah, that'd be easy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If we do another song though, what's a request from one of you guys? Just curious.
Oh, I don't know.
Not
We gotta
for-
do a more Irish themed one if we can.
You can do Wild Rover.
I was singing
There we go. I like it.
Row. I'm singing Row.
Mountain Dew.
Fucking bugs.
What? Actually, you
Just
know
like I got bugs all over my goddamn house for some reason.
what? In honor of Josh, let's do Mountain Dew.
Fucking dogs.
We'll do
All right.
favorite song, Mountain Dew.
There we go. There we go.
You even still drink Mountain Dew?
Not as much. No, I had to drop it because I'm getting old and it was killing my stomach.
Another thing, if anybody who watches this later doesn't know, Josh in the old house used to literally have collections of like specialty bottles and stuff from Mountain Dew.
I just got rid of those because I found them and like I had them. By the way, they should have been emptied out years ago. It was fucking disgusting. Oh my god. So we poured it out. It was terrible.
Why would you even empty them? Why wouldn't you have thrown it away whole?
Because they were too heavy.
Oh, there was like 20 something of them. They're like
Wow, I
the
didn't know
specialty
that many.
Oh yeah.
bottle.
And then there was a special spot in the fridge or outside when it was snowing, to keep all the dews.
That was my favorite thing. It was like you bring your drinks and you just set them in the snow and you walk in the house and when you need a drink.
I so miss that. That's like one of the handy things through Ohio is you just like if you're having a winter party, you just toss all the shit outside. It'll be cold enough. The alcohol doesn't freeze. Now, every so often you would get a slushy Mountain Dew, which is not. Yeah. It doesn't sound as good when it's not a fully made slushy. It's just you're like ah. All right, you guys ready to roll?
Real quick. I have a plug. So
okay.
Playing at Margaritas in Girard from.
Oh, there you
go. This guy plays with me most times out of the year.
Yeah, I do most of the Renaissance fairs.
When it comes to Renaissance fairs, he does most of the other wineries and whatnot. And
yeah. And you guys can find the entire crew at facebook.com/The Rogues of Rafferty, right?
The Rogues of Rafferty band.
Band. It's the link should be in the description below.
Huh?
The link should be in the description below for anybody that's watching that is not following you on social media.
Oh, and that's the other thing too. We should make sure that they're aware that the Facebook profile picture was a design that was one of your original.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's a throwback design. That was one of my earliest stuff, and I also did the CD cover.
I'm purposely throwing it out. I know Josh doesn't like his original designs.
You
suck. The more I aggravate him with it, the more he's going to do another one for free.
No more free shit. You at least buying me a damn cookie.
Okay, I can do that.
I'm going to solo you guys out, and we'll do one more song, and then we'll do one more plug, and then we'll call it a night, because I know some people got to go to bed, including myself. Yep. All right, here we go.
From Ohio, though?
He can't talk. He's gone. Where do I go?
He's going to have a cookie from Ohio. That's
fine.
going to be like 4 days stale. If we
I will have a cookie wherever the fuck I want.
Okay.
Slow in the walk, slow in the free and easy way. But give me enough of the final stuff that's made to get away pay. And the basement all from Donegal and Cycle Engine 2. We'll give them a sip and we'll take a sip of the real old Mountain Dew. Hide it, light up, light up, light up, light up, light up, hide it, light up, light up, light up, light up, light up. High. That's sweet Virgin from the Ireland cream, the silk from the wheat and the rye. Throw away your pills and cares all this. Be a pagan, Christian, or Jew. Take coffee coats and decent roast with real old Mountain Dew. I ate a diddle item, but a diddle item, but a diddle item, I ate. I ate a diddle item, but a diddle item, but a diddle item, I ate. Ah, yes. It's up to the hill and it's a neat little stove and the smoke curls up to the sky. But a smoke and a smell, you can play this hill and there's a poetry growing nearby. And it fills the air with a perfume air between both me and you. When the home stroll, we can take a bowl or a bucket of Mountain Dew. I ain't a diddle item, but a diddle item, but a diddle item, I did. I ain't a diddle item, but a diddle item, but a diddle item, I did. Give me enough of the final stuff that's made your go away. Release it all from Donegal. Let's cycle electric too. We'll give them a sip and we'll take a sip of the real old Mountain Dew. I ate a diddle item, but a diddle item, but a diddle item, I did. I ate a diddle item, but a diddle item, but a diddle item, I did. I ate a diddle item, but a diddle item, but a diddle item, I did. I ate a diddle item, but a diddle item, but a diddle item, I did. Close enough.
That last little burnt like killed the everything.
Go, Bozer. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I gotta throw back to Chad. Way to go, Boz Nuts.
You know, there's a few people I talk to randomly here and there for about Ohio stuff and everything, and they'll either say Matt or Matthew. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about? They're like Bozer. I'm like, oh.
I do prefer my first name or my adopted name on Facebook, which is Mateo or Matthias, or my stage name Riff. Nobody calls me Riff.
I call him Bozer.
Everyone calls me.
Yeah. I've called you Bozer since high school, and the reason I started that is because we had like one class with 3 Matts. I'm like, no, this is fucking confusing. You're Bozer. I like your last name. This is confusing as shit.
Matt Dean and Matt. He was an asshole. Whatever.
They were all assholes. I mean, come on.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was a nice guy back then.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. You were my kind of asshole. So
Wait, I have been for longer than you have.
No,
you have.
Actually.
Oh man. All right. So one more time, plug where people can find you at, how to follow you, how to support you, all that good stuff, and what things you have coming up.
So this is Jesse. You can find him on Twitch.
Oh, there. You want to?
Yeah,
my stuff too.
Do your stuff too. Yeah, why not?
It's not up and running really right now, but I have a debauchery on Twitch on /Twitch.com.
YouTube.
Then debauchery gaming on YouTube, and then that's it for my plug.
He also has a fans only. Look him up.
Oh yeah, and nothing but
kilts and shirts with no sleeves. You guys will love it. It's fucking awesome. And just so you know, it's tan here, but it's white as fuck here. It's like he's still wearing a shirt without a shirt.
He's wearing just his kilt and a shirt. He takes his t-shirt off, and it's like
The white balance is horrible.
Be careful. You got to turn the brightness of your phone down a bit because he will take out your screen.
Yeah, same thing happens with me too. I don't have a OnlyFans.
Well, that's what happens when you live in Ohio.
Yeah, exactly.
I get in the water as much as I can, so I try to soak up the sun. You can find my personal page is Matt Bozer Music on Facebook. The Rogues of Rafferty Band on Facebook as well. There's probably a YouTube account too, but I don't remember how to find it. Just
We don't use it anymore.
we don't really know.
And Nelson, don't find me.
Don't look me up. Don't find nothing. My kid has a bedtime. Go fuck yourself.
Once again, I'll be playing at Margaritas tomorrow from 6 to 9 in Girard, Ohio. Not Girard,
Ohio.
Is there a Girard, Florida?
There probably is a Girard, Florida.
There probably is. I mean, there's an everything of everything.
There's a Youngstown, Florida.
Really?
Just terrible.
Yeah. It's up
Yeah,
there.
terrible.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Oh, no, it's like
Quit playing the guitar. You're killing everything. Jesus. Fucking Satan showed up again. I didn't know you were playing Satan's guitar. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, I still tell people the story when Bozer and I took Chad to Youngstown.
Wait.
We were, I think we went to Renegers. What is that the one in Ohio?
Rogers.
Rogers is up
Rogers.
Rogers is down here.
So we went to Rogers, and then we were coming back, and it was Chad, Bozer, and I.
I was
Huh?
hopefully picking up a check.
Yeah.
It was YSU. When we went to
Yeah, so we stopped at YSU for Bozer to pick up something, and Chad hates Youngstown. He doesn't feel comfortable. He's twitchy as shit. So the entire time he's just looking around. And we were in my car, which is a '95 green Chevy Lumina that looked like it was a grandma car.
We were neon.
Oh, I had the neon then.
We were in Jerry's car.
Okay, so yeah, slightly nicer.
Up that hill and was failing epically.
Oh yeah. So we get done. We're about to leave. Chad's just twitching the whole time. He's like, "Come on! Can we leave? Can we go? Can we leave?"
Back.
So we yeah, and the whole time he's leaned back a little bit, but we start leaving, and there's this bang, and it's like pretty sure. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance if it was a gunfire.
It wasn't a gunshot. It was a car backfire.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to admit, it's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
So he hears that bang. Dude, split second, he takes my seat, drops it back. He goes, "Dude, go, we're getting shot at." I'm like, who's going to shoot at a white neon? Like, who? Oh, my God. Great. They're just chaos. Always chaos.
Real quick, short story.
Oh, God.
Not actually been shot at in Youngstown.
Oh God, I know what you're gonna talk.
So I'm driving roadkill. You know what it sounds like. I'm driving down this road, heading home, and I hear click, 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 and I'm like, the fuck is that? And then as I turn the corner, I hear bang, 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 and I'm like, oh. So I'm doing 70 on it's the 7-Eleven connector.
Right.
Pulled over because I don't have a front license plate. And the guy's like, "Why the hell are you moving so fast?" I'm like, "You wouldn't believe me if I told you." Actually, you probably would. Here's my front license plate. It's not attached. And I think I was being shot at. Yeah, I heard gunfire. You sure it wasn't your car backfiring? I'm like, no, I know that sound.
I'm not going to tell the story, but maybe it'll be an incentive to have again. I thought the story he was going to tell was back when we started, when we were doing open mic nights. We were in Youngstown, and when we were in Youngstown, I totally forgot about this story until he just said it. And so we were in this really shady dive
I thought
bar.
you were going to tell it.
Yeah, you weren't gonna tell us.
And no. And long story short, we get done with everything, and this guy comes up to us while we were outside packing up. And
hey man, you want to make $500?
He asked us to kill everyone in the bar. He said he wanted us to kill the people. He told us how he wanted us to shoot them and everything, including the waitstaff.
Shoot the bartender in the face.
And we were like,
wait, how many people in the bar at first? Because I mean, that sounds kind of.
But wait. I said, well, I gotta get him home. We're gonna go, and then I'll be back, okay? Like, and I left my fucking phone on the counter.
Oh my God.
So I had to come back, and there was police. And they arrested. It was, oh my God, it was a big ordeal. So yeah, next time.
And
That's the story I thought he was gonna tell.
no, I still tell. We still have the ongoing joke, and it's not much of a story, but I will give Nelson a good chuckle. This is when he lived with us down here in Florida. If we tell a random story that goes absolutely nowhere, I still say, yeah, and I bought a sweater when I got there.
Throw it in the awesome story basket.
Your awesome story basket. People can find out about that on another show. Suffice it to say, it evolved into it's a Nelson story, and the Nelson story has now taken over my family, my friends, and my work life. And everyone anywhere that knows me goes, "I don't need a Nelson story. I need a short story." And
yeah, and I went there and I went to the mall, got a mask, and I got a fucking sweater. God damn.
I was distracted, okay?
Well, on that note, thank you guys so much for popping in. I really appreciate you taking time to pop on. I'd love to have you on in a couple months. If you guys get everything situated and we can do the live painting duel thing sooner, I am totally down. So please follow me. Huh?
You let us know what weekend, and I'll make it work.
Okay, I'll pick a weekend, either May or June, and we'll see what's going on. What?
Do it July 4th when I'm not there.
Why? You're such a dick. But yeah, please follow the Rogues of Rafferty. Support them. Support my friends that support me. If you dug the show, if you're checking this out for the first time, I am so sorry. This is Back Talk with Bauer. I usually do this show weekly. I'm going to start doing an every other week thing just to slow things down a little bit, but you can catch it here on Facebook, on the Back Talk with Bauer Facebook page. You can catch it live, or you can catch recorded episodes at HWWS WebTV YouTube channel, which please go and subscribe. We're trying to hit the next round of subscribers. Dear Lord, I hate all of you. And then if you go to, if you want to purchase any of the artwork that you see behind me or any more artwork like that, you can head over to jbauerart.com. Other than that, thank you guys so much for
painting that you did.
What?
You mean like that awesome X-Wing painting that you did?
Yeah. It's actually up for sale right now.
You just need to do a TIE fighter now.
I got to figure out which way to orient it, because any way you look at it, it's kind of boring. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Later.
Yeah. See ya.
Launch ya.